Yo, it's me, C-S-C-O-T-T. And it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing a review for the Haunting Hour episode, Ghostly Stare. No, I forgot about this one and the next one I was looking up, because I have to look on Wikipedia to type in the next episode to watch. So I typed in Ghostly Stare, and I realized what episode it was. I'm like, oh, I should do this one, because I remember this one was pretty good. Well, it's okay. And the next one's interesting too. And the one after that is game over. So the next 3 episodes you'll get. This is the last one for tonight. But anyway. So the episode revolves around 2 siblings. A brother and a sister, Mark and Lauren. And Lauren has a hobby of gravestone rubbing. So you go out there, you take your pencil, you go over put paper over the grave, you take the pencil and rub it over. This graveyard that they go to, though, the graves are being evacuated because they're building a new mall, a mini mall or something like that. Now this is very poltergeist-esque, this little thing, but they're actually taking the bodies out. And so one day when they're there, Lauren takes Mark with her, and Mark takes off and goes in another direction, and he ends up falling in a grave. And so Lauren believes that she rescues him, and she takes him home, where he starts acting strange. He keeps his coat on, and he, says that he's cold. But, so earlier in the episode, because I don't want to go too far and spoil this yet, earlier in the episode, they're shown to have random staring contests for some reason, because apparently kids do that. I don't know. But they have a staring contest, and Lauren's never lost. I call her Becca. Lauren's never lost. And one of them, I think Lauren, states that one of them, I think, either Lauren or Mark, one of the two, states that if you stare at a ghost for too long, I know what it was. Lauren says it because he can't, stare for too long. She says that maybe he's possessed by a ghost because if you stare at a ghost for too long, it freaks them out or something. I don't know. And so this comes into play when she goes to look at him. She stares at him, and his face changes. And then the voice changes. Now, what I like about this is that they keep the boy's face in the shadow when the deep voice is talking. I like this because I get thrown off when they have movies have young kids, like little 8 to 9-year-old, 12-year-old boys, talking with a dubbed over deep voice. This happened in Demonic Toys, and it threw me off. Here, his face is covered by the hood most of the time, except for one split second or moment when his face is in the light. Other than that, I like it because it's that, the disbelief. It's that whole uncanny valley where you think, a kid with a very deep voice is just weird, but hood's covered up, it covers the voice, covers his face. You can see his lips moving when he's talking, so it works. So Becca realizes that's not her brother, and she goes back into the graveyard at night to find her brother. There she meets a female ghost who used to be a nurse, and she claims that she will help Becca find her brother, and then not all the ghosts in the cemetery are like the ghost that went after her brother. However, she's full of shit because the grave she leads her to is not the one where her brother is stuck in, but the lady's own grave, the ghost's own grave. She almost falls in, but she doesn't. And then Becca then tries to find her brother. The nurse ghost says that if she doesn't find her brother by the time by dawn, then the ghost will be able to take over permanent control. Now, I don't get the meaning of dawn, I guess, because the sun is practically up. She's looking and she gets knocked unconscious by a casket that knocks her in the head. And when she wakes up, the sun is practically up. The brother's still stuck in the grave, and she slithers out of this casket thing that's trapped her. And she finds her brother and gets him out. Or he gets out, and she, they start doing Marco Polo to find each other, and she trips. Yeah, just wait. She trips. And then they find each other, and they're happy to see each other and stuff. And then, because he gets out, and it's technically not all the way done yet for some reason. The ghost goes away. There's a confrontation between the nurse ghost and the other ghost surrounding her. And they make her, and it makes you believe that, okay, she's talked to them about change is different. But change is difficult when you're a ghost and everything, and then she trips. And so they reunite and they leave, and it cuts to, what was his name? Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Talking to, I'll have to do that joke, but talking to their mother, and he hangs up the phone, and then Lauren comes down and she's got a towel on. I don't understand this thing. It's a woman thing, maybe. She got a robe on and a towel wrapped around her head. I never understood that. I didn't think I never had that much hair. How do women dry their hair with it up like that? You think, as my sister, when she was younger, she would, right after she got out of the shower, put her hair in a bow or something. And when she took her hair out, she would do up her hair while it was still wet. And later maybe that would be like in the morning, and then that night she would take her hair out. It would still be a little bit wet. So I don't understand how wrapping your head in a towel dries your hair. Then again, I've never had long hair like that. Woman, I don't know. I know Zach Braff did it on Scrubs, I think. And I've seen a couple other shows where men just kind of do it. I've done that, what you do on my head, because I don't have enough hair, the towel falls off. Anyway, they decided to have a staring contest, which we'll get to it. Which they do, and she loses. And then, as she turns away, we can see a ghostly face. Now, when she just barely stares at the ghost Mark earlier, he's like, why'd you have to stare? Like, he didn't want her to stare. But here, the ghost Lauren actually, says okay to a staring contest. But the face doesn't show this time. When she did that to Mark, she stared, the ghost Mark, she stared at him for less time than Mark stared at her. And her face didn't show up after she turned away. But she does mention that she's so cold, as the ghost would say. And it reminded me of Are You Afraid of the Dark? A little bit. I'm cold. Although that episode's not as freaky as this one, I guess. This is really not that freaky, but yeah, it's just, so, yeah, she's possessed by the ghost. Now, I find it very confusing, because when Mark was possessed, he wasn't acting like Mark at all. And so we're just supposed to believe that, to blend in, this ghost was acting like her. The only reason why they had that is so they could misdirect us at the end and show us, hey, it's really a ghost. But her acting like the ghost acting like Lauren doesn't make any sense when the other ghost didn't. I don't know. It's a decent twist, but obviously it's memorable if I remembered it as soon as I read what the episode was. Oh yeah, it's what. Oh, sorry, it's late. It's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm sorry. So tomorrow, I'll be back with you with the episode Walls. I'm not sure when I'll be able to do it. I am hopefully going to get a new air conditioner that fits this time tomorrow. Hopefully. I hope, because I'm sick of the heat. I hope I'll, or tomorrow, or today, later today actually, because it is technically Thursday. Oh crap, I have to figure out what to do for Throwback Thursday as well. I'll figure something out. Till then, let me know your thoughts on this episode. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. Time for me to go sleepy, baby.